the chosen one for my brother Anakin. I loved him.
Hello there everybody, welcome back to the Collector's Outpost. I am John. Today we are diving back into the Star Wars prequel days, and we're going to take a look at Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber from Episode 2. I want to thank Vaders Sabers for getting this over to us to take a look at. I'll put a direct link and a discount code in the description for you down below. But before we dig into this, drop down, give a like, hit that subscribe button and notification button. Let YouTube know that we are here in the world. One of my favorite scenes was that it was like they're in like this factory thing, but they're in the middle of a battle, and Anakin's arm is like stuck in this kind of clamp, and the lightsaber is cut right in half. And he looks at it and he's like, not again. Obi-Wan's gonna kill me. For whatever reason, that scene always sticks out in my mind. I find it so funny. But all right, anyway, let's dig into this and take a look what we got here. So the first thing that you will see from this is that it is super shiny and chrome. So this will be the fingerprint magnet king. All right, let's see what else we have. We have hex wrenches and some extra screws. Another hex wrench there. We've got a nice blade plug. Then we have the USB-C charging cable, a micro USB to USB plug thing for your computer so you can put the card into your computer. Then we have the user manual. This way you can learn how to use everything in here. This is a Xenopixel lightsaber. So in here, this will show you some basic instructions and how to use a lot of the stuff, which I'll show you a couple little things just to kind of get you going in this video. Then we have a nice acrylic stand. I love that they come with stands. And then we have the NeoPixel blade. Now these right here are my absolute favorite blades. So here is the thickness difference between a 1-inch and a 7/8 blade right here. So you can see that it is much thinner, and I guess it has a lot less diffusion and everything in it, but either way, these thinner blades, they're so bright. They're so bright. I love them. Now, given the fact that they are so much thinner than the 1-inch blade, you can see around here the thickness of the wall versus the thickness of the wall here compared to the other one, so I wouldn't really recommend dueling with them much more than a couple like little taps here and there. You just want to be careful, but I really don't recommend, heavy dueling in any way, shape, or form with pixel blades. I would always recommend dueling with baselit lightsabers. So I want to go over one big thing with this lightsaber here. This does open up in two different spots. It opens up right here in the middle, and it opens up at the end. Now, to correctly put this on, you have the two lights here and then a little groove that goes straight through. All right, now you're gonna wanna line that up. Now, the best way that I found to do it is to take it out of here, and I'm gonna show you why. So let's open this up. Okay. Now, the chassis is completely removable. Total gold-plated chassis. This thing is stunning. Now, right here is where you throw in the USB charging. That way you don't have to deal with taking the battery out. Right in the back here, you have the SD card in case you want to add some extra sound fonts or whatever. So everything is beautifully accessible here. We got the pins here, so always be careful with that. And we got the speaker right there at the bottom. Now, what I want to show you is this. So the handle will come completely off. Now, this is kind of important because we want to be able to clock this right when we put it back in. Now, what I noticed is when you're just putting this on, when this kind of goes in, you want to make sure that you line this whole kind of groove up, right? If you go past it, it is now going to be incorrect. It's going to move a little bit too far. So the best way that I found getting this correct is to line this up beforehand. All right, it's going to be a little bit loose. but that's going to change, and I'll show you how. So it's about right about there. Looks about good. Okay, we want to get the chassis popped in. Okay, now this slips in so easy. All right, now what's going to happen is that when you tighten this, this will put pressure up against the pins, and it's going to cause the tension to hold the handle in place. That way you have it perfectly lined up. Bam, nice and tight, no wiggle, nice and tight there at the center, and there you go, perfectly tight, there's no give anywhere. I found this to be the best way to make sure that the handle's clocked right with the top half. All right, as I'm putting the blade in here, let's jump over to their website so we can get some details on this lightsaber. So when you get over to Vader Saber's website, again, I'll put a direct link and a discount code for you down in the description. So you have options of Xenopixel at $399, or you can grab the Profi version, which is $453. Then you can pick a 32-inch blade or 36-inch blade. We have full RGB color spectrum, so you can basically pick any color for any sound font for the blade. We have gesture controls on and off, 16 plus sound fonts preloaded in there for you, ready to go. So you'll be set to go no matter what version you get. So you can completely see that Anakin took this design and made his Darth Vader lightsaber based on this. Over here we have a couple of lights, which are completely awesome. Love that, and these do react, and they switch colors, and they blink and everything. All right, let's not wait anymore. Let's get this thing fired up here. So we've got beautiful swell. Let me tell you, this thing is humming so loud that you could feel it in the hilt itself. Like the whole thing is vibrating. So this thing is pretty darn loud. So we've got very nice smooth swing. We've got flash on clash. We've got blasters. Got lockup. We have blade melt effect. And again, it's so loud, like it's vibrating my hand. You know, it's not like obnoxiously loud, but it's loud enough that you feel it in your hand. Now let's flip through some of the sound fonts here so you can hear a couple of the things that are on here. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but there's two ways you can flip through the sound fonts. You can hold the button for about 3 seconds, but you have to wait, or you can flip it upside down and you could just twist.
The Dark Lord Revisited. The Champion. Serenity.
All right, but if you miss something, you can always flip upside down and hold the button. 1, 2, 3.
The Champion.
And then it'll go back the other direction. 1, 2, 3.
The Dark Lord Revisited.
Only thing with that is that it's just very slow. So I always just do this.
The Champion. Serenity. Idol.
So you can kind of just fly through the fonts this way. All right. So now you got a couple of these really cool ignition styles. You'll see the LEDs kind of light up and do things when you ignite it. It's really cool. It's a nice effect to have on there. It's like very similar to a dark saber. Maybe not. It sounds like bubbles. Oh, I forgot about this sound font. This one's funny. It's like a dark saber on crack. Redeemed. Wow. Listen to that growl. That is really cool. That's pretty cool. Nice.
Fallen Apprentice Magenta.
Look at that. Nice purple. All right, so that's a few sound fonts for you. So let me show you how to adjust the volume. There are 3 volume settings. There's volume high, volume low, and mute. So what you're gonna do is on the ignition button, you're just gonna hold it for 1 second each. 1.
Volume low.
Volume low. 1. Mute.
Volume high.
Volume high. So let's just put it on low for right now.
Volume low.
So while we have the volume on low, I'm gonna show you how to change the color. Every sound font could be any color that you want. If you want purple, blue, red, doesn't matter. So what you're gonna do, there are 2 ways to actually adjust your color. So the first way to adjust your color is by holding this button for about 3 seconds. And what that's gonna let you do is let the color fade in and out from color to color. That way you can kind of fine tune it a little bit. So here we go, 1, 2, 3. So we're in white. And now you don't have to do anything. It's just gonna automatically scroll through. So we're getting into the purples. It's very slow. So now we're into the blues. All right, let's just stop there. Now the other way to do it is that you're gonna hold the button down and you're gonna give the saber a twist to the right, I guess, or clockwise. It's hard to say depending on how you're looking at it and upside down, whatever. But I'm gonna show you, all right? So you're gonna hold it upside down, hold the ignition, and give a twist. Now I'm still holding the button, and what it's gonna do is just gonna pop from color to color. It's not gonna scroll like the other one. So this way you can kind of get around the spectrum much, much faster. And as soon as you see a color you like, you just let the ignition go. There we go, stick with the blue. So there are also different types of blade styles and ignition types, and how to do that is it's all based on timing. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold the ignition for about 2 seconds each. So 1, 2.
Rainbow blade.
So this is a rainbow blade. 1, 2. Candy blade. 1, 2.
Cracked blade.
Cracked blade. This one you can see all the white flickering.
Fire blade.
Fire blade. That blade is obviously great for Kylo Ren with a red or a yellow blade. That is also different styles of ignitions. 1, 2, 3.
Broken ignition.
I love that one. 1, 2, 3.
Stack ignition.
Stack ignition.
Photon ignition.
Photon.
Warp ignition. Scavenger ignition. Hunter ignition.
It does take getting used to be able to time all of that stuff out. You have 2 seconds for this, you have 3 seconds for that. There are versions, not this particularly, but there are other lightsabers that do have like a little flashing indicator, which actually helped me at the beginning to really learn the timing. But just kind of learn how to count in your head. After a while, it just becomes feel. So all of this stuff will be all laid out in this manual for you, gesture controls and how to get back and forth between blade styles and ignitions. Now, anytime you see anything that says flashes, flashes simply means seconds. Again, like I was saying, some of the lightsabers, you actually have a indicator button that actually flashes. So you can just kind of go by visual. This one here, you can see does not have any kind of flash to it. So you do have to learn how to count and learn how to do this by feel. All right, my friends, I think that is about it for the Anakin Episode 2, The Chosen One lightsaber from Vader Sabers. I'll put a discount code and link down in the description so you can get right to it. And drop down, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification button for all upcoming videos. I've got a bunch of videos coming up for lightsabers and 6-scale figures, and we have a lightsaber giveaway at 10,000 subscribers, so make sure you hit that notification button. Help us share the videos and the channel to get us there a little bit faster so you can get a lightsaber. All right, my friends, that is it. I will see you all in the next video. Be safe and kind out there in the world. See ya.